Antwan Eady is proof that hard work pays off and dreams do come true.
Okay, so I'm about to open my copies of Nigel and the Moon. Man, this right here has been a lifetime in the making. Maybe I won't cry now that I said it, but anyway.
You see his face just lights up.
Yeah. This is actually so dope.
Now, Nigel and the Moon is a book about a little boy who shares his dreams with the moon instead of his classmates for fear that they'll make fun of him. He dreams of being an astronaut, a dancer, and a superhero, just to name a few. Now, y'all, we often talk about the fact that representation matters, and this was really important to Antwan because he says that as he started researching and looking into books for Black and brown children, he found that there were more books about animals than kids of color.
Yeah, so this book is, of course, dedicated to my mom and dad, dedicated to my siblings. I can't thank them enough. My mom and dad aren't here to see this, but I know deep down in my heart that they knew that this moment was coming, and I wouldn't be here without them.
Well, lucky for us, he is joining us via Zoom right this minute to tell us more about Nigel and the Moon. Welcome to the show, Antwan Eady.
Hello, Charity. Hello, everyone. Thank you. I appreciate this.
You are so proud of this book, as you should be. What was the inspiration behind it?
Something that I enjoyed doing was sitting on my parents' porch in South Carolina and staring at the moon at night. Something about that distance out there in the backwoods of South Carolina felt like a safe space. And I wanted to offer safety to so many of us that need it. The other part of this journey that inspired me was honoring my parents by giving Nigel's parents the same jobs that my parents once had.
So what was that process like, deciding you're gonna write a book? Now you have it in your hand and you get to call yourself an author.
It's been a lifetime in the making. But when I actually sat down and said, all right, who am I? What can I offer in this space? That happened in 2019. My first book was rejected by everyone. And then the next book that got me an agent was then rejected by publishers. So while that book was on submission, which is being sent out to publishers and being rejected, I started writing Nigel and the Moon.
Talk about that jump from writing the first one, it was a failure, but you still kept going.
In 2019 was when I met a young Black male author for the very first time. And that's when I realized, like, hey, I can do that too. And I said, I'm not giving up on it. However long it takes, I'll just keep going and going and going. My mom was like that. Like, I'm a fighter. There's no turning me around. I promise you I'll be right back and even better the next time.
That's right.
Tell me about what it would have been like for maybe an 8-year-old Antwan to read Nigel and the Moon.
Wow. I would hope that a young me would be bold and take ownership of my dreams early on. And it's never too late. Obviously, it's never too late to be, what you're destined to become. But I would have just stood boldly and dared to dream much, much bigger.
You think your book will have that same impact on others?
That is the intention. Myself and Gracie Zhang, the illustrator of Nigel and the Moon, we poured our souls into this. And I think when you meet whatever's out there halfway with the right intention, I can only hope so.
What do you think your parents would say?
They would be in the bookstores, probably like selling it out of the back of their trunks too.
That's my baby. Nigel and the Moon, where can we find it?
Oh my gosh, so yes, please support local stores. It's also sold in stores at Barnes & Noble, and you can also purchase it online at major retailers.
His parents used to watch the show, y'all.
Oh,
Baby, being all emotional, man.
And now being in this moment, so seriously, thank you for having me.
that's really sweet.
Yes.